So Tanya is a busy mum of 3 young children, and they all go to three different schools.
They do.
So 3 different drop-offs, and she works part-time and also looks after her parents as well. So you can imagine her life would be hectic. Her kids are very, very sporty as well. So running around,
lots of running around the car.
With them. Now, so it's 5 weeks now, but 4 weeks ago we started our challenge, our virtual ISO challenge. So everything, because of lockdown, was done over via Zoom and things like that. So when I put it out there, Tanya was the first one to jump on board and say, yes,
absolutely.
Right? Yes. So we're here this afternoon to actually just have a chat about the whole journey that she was on and how she smashed all the goals, her results, and just what she thought about the challenge and what made her come about. So I'll just let her have a chat to you about
myself.
Yes.
As Pam said, Tanya Morrison, and I've been training with Pam for probably, I think we just talked about it before, I think it's like 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Time goes by very quickly. I've always enjoyed training. I've always enjoyed exercise. It's always just been part of my life, but as most of you know, that when you start having kids and they come involved in your life and your work and husband and everything, you've just got to squeeze it in where you can. So for me, I try as best as I can, because I think it's just more for my own sanity that I do have a physical outlet each day. I can be, sitting at a desk or just, sort of when I used to be office bound, as long as I felt like I had a physical sort of outlet, like a run or a cardio class or something like that, I just needed to have that. So then comes this sort of new chapter where we're in isolation and all 3 kids are at home and husband's at home, and I'm dispersing them all around the house, and I'm just like, okay, this is all right, this is okay, I can survive this. And it was nice for a few moments because we actually just stopped and paused, and I wasn't running around on a Friday night to God knows what country location for basketball, and we were constantly like passing ships. So when we actually ISO'd down, I went, okay, right, well, at least I can still run. And I've always been a runner. I've always enjoyed just getting out on the streets and having a run. But there was part of me just went, I'm just running every day. But then I got into that trap of, especially in isolation, where I was like, I can have a midweek wine. And how fabulous is this? And then it just became a bit of a pattern. And I felt like that just became my new norm. And I went, that's not me. During the week, I'm normally busy and I keep fit, and I love my weekends and relax, but not during the week. So when Pam mentioned that she was going on to sort of virtual classes, and mind you, I even said to her at the time, I went, I don't do virtual classes because I don't want to stand at a screen and go, ooh, jump up and down. But the classes has just been amazing, and for my own sort of mental health, they were fabulous, because Pam's there, she's talking to you, she's going, no, get down on that plank, put your bottom down, you're not doing that properly. She's watching you, you're getting pushed. And I was working really hard, and I thought, this is fantastic. And you get to, communicate with the other ladies and gents that are on. So it was really good.
Yeah.
So we got into the virtual classes, and then got into the offer of the ISA challenge, and I thought, yeah, look, I have to, because honestly, I was probably living like everyone else, rose-coloured glasses in, wearing casual pants that were quite stretchy and going, yeah, I look great, and not going anywhere, and then realising, yeah, I'd actually put on quite a few kilos. Even though my fitness was good, I just felt crap, to be honest. And then I was just getting into this sort of Groundhog Day that everyone would know. So both the ISA challenge and the classes combined was just the motivation I needed, and needed someone to actually keep me accountable and say, and look, as much as Miraculous would love a huge weight loss and stuff like that, it was just the kickstart I needed to just get myself into a healthier mindset and then that helps everyone in your family, helps your husband and everything else. And actually, my husband's joined in on a bit of it as well, and so it's been good for both of us, really.
Yep, and so, they do say happy mum, happy wife,
yes,
happy
exactly.
life.
I know. So yes, he's a good partner to have at 6 o'clock in the morning on a freezing cold 1 degree for a run.
Yes.
Plus he keeps me a bit safer. I don't like to run by myself at that time in the morning. So and we catch up, we chat, and you know we start the day well. So but it has helped me with my sanity, because when all the kids have logged on of the day, I was logged on to my class and off I went. So yes, it's been my saviour.
Yeah, fantastic. So in that 4 weeks, we had we had 4 mini challenges within the 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So for you, I remember you saying that sweetness was your vice.
Yeah.
So Tanya was, you know, addicted to a lot of sweet things.
Just a sugar junkie, and it was just like my little hit to when you're running around and you're busy and you just deplete yourself because, I don't know, you're busy and you're not eating properly. You go for something really quick that's just going to give you a little bit of an up.
Yes.
But then with that up, you just feel like crap. Yeah.
So our first week of the challenge was to stop processed sugar, sugar-free. And Tanya was just like, yep, I'm on it. And there was a little bit of withdrawal symptoms.
Oh,
we had, you know, kind of like headaches.
To be honest,
Yeah. and then you followed all the way through, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then week 2 was mindfulness.
That was good actually. That was really good, because sort of Pam got us to actually write or just even definitely put down in writing like 3 things that you're grateful for each day, and especially at this time you really do have to find the small things that you're grateful for.
Yeah, definitely.
And remind yourself, because that gives you a little bit of a pep. So that was a really good exercise to do too.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it kept me going too. Going insane. And then the next after that was the clocking 10,000 steps a day. Well, you clocked way more than everybody else because you're running, and then on top of that, you know, that's what you did. And just tell me, we also introduced intermittent fasting into your 4 weeks routine. Not everyone took it on board, but you did.
Yeah.
So we had 48-hour fasts for yourself, which was supported. And how did you find that? So what I wanted to go into that was the fact that intermittent fasting is a well-known, it's lots of research out there on the benefits of intermittent fasting, and one of it is autophagy. Okay, so I'll just explain a little bit about that. So I have spoken about it before. So autophagy is basically your body's way of cleaning out the unhealthy cells within your body, and by intermittent fasting, it promotes cellular regeneration. So there's lots of studies put out there. And so the word autophagy actually means, so auto means self, phagy means to eat, so it's called self-eating. So, you know, there's lots of research, Google it if you like, but Tanya and I, within some of the other challenges, actually did a 48-hour fast, and it was supported. So how did you feel? Like, did you... You know, you weren't going to die because you didn't.
Because the self-eating, I've definitely got a lot to self-eat. So I thought, look, let's be honest. You know, I'm not gonna start. It becomes like the first day. I must say, I remember the very first time I ever did one, and I think I sort of sent a text to Pam going, "Oh my God, my body is just aching all over." I'm going, "Why am I aching?" And it was just like neck ache, and I was going, and it was just my body going, get this out of me, like toxins and things like that. So that obviously hasn't been the same since. Generally on my first day is always I wake up and go, okay, right, I've got to do this today. And really for me, it's just that mental, like, come on, I can do this, and remind myself to keep at it, and because, you know, I'm competitive by nature, that I'll just go, no, I've got to do this, and once you get through that first day, especially if you go to bed early, You wake up the next day, and the second day is so much easier.
Oh,
And I'm
always.
probably a bit naughty because I'll still sort of train on those days, and look, technically on the second day I probably shouldn't, but again, the training bit is more my little mental. Is I've got to just do something.
Yeah.
But I find I can still train on it. I'm okay. And then, like, say I'll do it on a Wednesday, Thursday. Like the Friday, I wake up and I go, it's the most exciting day of the week because I go, oh my God, I can eat today. I'm so excited. But it's like I'm going, and you choose so much more wisely on those days, and you continue that on for several days because you don't want to put anything crap in your system.
Yeah.
And you are so energized. I can't describe it. It's just like this high. So I generally try to get my housework done or something.
So it is a known fact that when you go through autophagy, so it starts to self-initiate after 18 to 20-hour fast, but the pinnacle is actually after a 48-hour fast. So Susie, you wanted to know how it's spelled. It's actually AUTOPHAGY. I will later put it in the comments and also send a link for you to have a watch at this. There's Nobel Prize winning research about intermittent fasting and autophagy as well. Yeah. So after that 48 hours of fasting, you wake up the next day, you're buzzing, like you're full of energy, and that's because your human growth hormones have actually spiked through the roof, both male and female. And it also has a lot to do with the way your hormones are being worked within your body during that fast. So that's where, So Tanya did, you did 3, I think. Yeah. 3 48-hour fasts within that 4 weeks. And I tell you what, the results were incredible. So Tanya lost an incredible, in 4 weeks, 2.6 kilos. So those that know me, I'm not all about the scales. It's more for me about what's happening on the inside and how much lean muscle mass you're building, how much visceral fat's being reduced. So I have a scanner that usually do that, but because of the isolation, we weren't able to measure that for Tanya. Yep. But I do tell you what, so we do also do measurements, okay? So Tanya lost an incredible 24.5 centimeters off all of her whole body. 24.5, so look at that. Yep. It's like, nearly 10 inches. And just to put it in perspective, she lost 10 centimeters, okay, off her waist alone. That is like 3 belt notches, if not more. And actually, like 10 centimeters is actually 4 inches of her belt. Yeah. So,
that's
incredible.
I tend to sort of, that for me, that's where I will I'll lose it up sort of here and through my chest because I'm quite broad, and through my waist, and they're the sort of first parts. And arms take a little bit longer, legs, but I'm not a small build, and I'm quite sort of muscular. So for me, I didn't if I wanted to probably if I worried too much about the weight perspective, then I'd sort of cut back my exercise and stuff like that and lose a lot of. But it's important for me just to keep a good muscle mass as well.
Yes, definitely.
And to keep a lot of strength. I've tried not to just focus on the scales or get on the scales that much, because that can mess with your mind a little bit, because you can sort of. And I can sort of be one day a kilo heavier than the next day.
Most women are. And that's from morning to night.
Exactly. So that's depressing. Yeah. But what is the difference is when you lose centimetres and you put your clothes on, you go, oh, good. I feel a little bit leaner and less bloated and things like that.
Yeah. And more energy.
Yeah. More energy. Look, huge amounts of energy. So as I said, I've always been a runner, and my running is just faster and quicker recovery. And I know with the HIIT classes we've been doing, definitely a lot stronger and better at those. So and look, that's what you want to do.
And you're doing PBs on your runs?
Yeah, definitely. I remember I went for a run, and I normally run either just early in the morning. But this one day I went. I think I was doing it. It was the second day of the cleanse on a Thursday. And I hadn't done a morning class that I had to take kids to orthodontist or something. And I went for a run the afternoon. And I was running so fast, I was like surprised myself. I went, oh my God, where have I got this energy? I was on my like second day of the cleanse, but I was running sort of later in the day, so I'd sort of woken up and body had sort of adjusted to the aches and niggles. But yeah, just smashed out a run. Thought, wow, that was fast. That was really fast.
Yeah,
so
that's so good.
And that's what you want. You want to feel that improvement as well.
Yes, definitely. So there's other trackers apart from that scale number.
I like the centimetre measurements, and you definitely, and when like you take before and after shots, and as I said to Pam, I said when we first took like my before shot, I went, that was like my rose-coloured glasses moment where I thought, no, look okay, and then I took the photo and went, oh, not okay. But the difference in just even the 4 weeks,
incredible.
Like, okay, it's not like this is not. I don't stop at 4 weeks or stop at 5 weeks. This is something I continue going on and make sure that I maintain moving forward, because you want to see those results. Yeah, you see that visually.
And it was fantastic. And like being in a group, we were all paired up with another person to keep each other accountable, apart from myself. So the group was just so good. The camaraderie in that was just amazing. Everyone was great. Getting everybody spurred on for whatever challenge that we had within the challenge. So it's just been awesome. I've just loved watching you get so much fitter and stronger. Just incredible.
Yeah, it's been great, because even I sort of said this morning after a run, I sort of went to my husband, I went, well, at least we're going to come out of ISO pretty fit.
Yes.
So we can at least say that.
Definitely.
So you've sort of got to come out with some sort of accomplishment or whatever. And, amazing. That's been good.
Yeah, very good, Tanya. So good. So listen, guys, if you're watching this, wave, say hi, and just tell us that you've been watching. And if you're watching a bit later, also let us know. Our next challenge will be starting on Monday, 6th of July. Similar format again. So because some people are still a little bit hesitant to be coming out training. I'm going to be offering both virtual and face-to-face. Hopefully by then, once we get once 22nd of June comes along. But the format will be pretty much the same, and you'll be with a group of amazing women, men, with all different goals. So if I can help you in any way to achieve that, just like with Tanya here, just comment below or shoot me a private message. And then if you want to talk or ask Tanya a little bit more questions about how she went on her fasting days, how did she feel? Was it, some people are a little bit scared because, they've eaten food all their life and all of a sudden they don't eat for 48 hours. They think they're going to die. So, it's amazing program to be in with. Results you cannot get anywhere else. Results that you're after, support that you're after. We are here as a great community at Evolve into Fitness to help you and serve you in however way I can, and the team as well. So we've got a lovely bunch of people.
True.
So
and Pam, isn't it, like she's selling herself short? She's an amazing support. Honestly, she just does a wonderful job. Keeps us all accountable, keeps us motivated, keeps us in check. Nothing is too much trouble, and really, like, the best thing you can possibly do is just, jump on board with the challenge, because you will end up fitter and healthier, and who doesn't want that? So
that's fun. Thank you, Tanya. Thanks so much. As I've been saying that, thank you guys.